Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I'm going to check my sound real quick to make sure I've got my, okay, I've got it. You know, these sound issues have continued a little bit. Let me make sure that we're good here before I get going. Okay, we got that and that. We should be good. Okay. Boy, do I get yelled at about the sound on this channel, but listen, that's okay. I never claimed to be a technology guy, that's for sure. But today what we're going to do is as we know, Bill Hinman, who gave the Ethereum 2018 speech, June 2018, very important date, at Yahoo Finance. It was the Yahoo Finance Crypto Summit, okay? Now, you're going to really want to watch this video, and I may have to break it up into two parts just to show it all to you. So if I do that, I'll show you half today and half tomorrow morning. So here we go. First thing I want to point out, remember, Bill Hinman, who is right here, made it very clear that he said this was only his opinion. It was not the SEC's. And somebody online had pointed out, well, why would you put this background if it's just your opinion? Federal government rules around crypto and ICOs. William Hinman, Director, Division of Corporate Finance, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Now, if I'm the SEC, this is extremely irresponsible to do. First of all, you send the guy, you let him go to the microphone. If I'm the SEC and I don't want the markets and the people to perceive it as SEC's opinion, what I do is I say, okay, Bill, if you're going to go make that speech, no, I'm telling you shouldn't do it, but if you're going to make that speech, you're not going to use our logo, you're not going to have that behind you, which you would not do. You wouldn't do that unless you were okay with the perception going out to the market. And that's the problem here. That's the core of the problem here. And all of us out here can smell a rat. And the reason we can smell a rat is because you don't have to have a Harvard degree to figure all this out. This stinks to high heaven and everybody knows it. And by the time you get done watching this video, maybe part 1 and part 2, it'll smell like a buzzard in your home if you're watching this. If you're watching this on your home computer, or in your car if you're watching it on your cell phone or whatever. Okay, either way, it just smells. It makes me want to puke. All the stuff I'm about to show you. So take note. This guy right here. I'm going to show you him in a minute. But here, I went back and I found who all was at this meeting. Yahoo Finance presents All Markets Summit Crypto. As you go down, you'll see actually even a guy who really isn't, I don't think is very relevant to what I'm talking about today, but Corey Johnson, who used to be Ripple's spokesman, was there. But if you go down, William Hinman's right here, okay, and then you keep going down and you go to Joseph Lubin. This interests me because he's one of the co-founders of Ethereum. So, yesterday I had tweeted this out. We've talked a lot about the infamous 2018 meeting, and I showed everybody how Joseph Lubin was there too, and I never knew that till yesterday. John Deaton, who is the attorney who is suing on behalf of XRP holders, suing the SEC, who is John Deaton should fall in love with today's video and tomorrow morning's if I split this into two parts. But John, to go through all these videos I'm showing with a fine-tooth comb. And by the way, if you want most of the full video, I've got that too, but I took out pretty much all the good parts. So John says later, when Hinman would say the speech was significant because it's first time we gave guidance, was the we the SEC or was the we the co-founder of Ethereum? Did he help Hinman write the speech? Or was the we his law firm, a board member of the Ethereum Alliance? Now, I think John is literally somewhere very close to right over the target with that. If you watch when you watch the body language in the videos I'm about to show you, oof, man, oh man. Okay, and some of the things that are said. So I just happened to go and find the actual website agenda for the Yahoo Finance Summit. It was June 14th, 2018, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Here's the speakers. All right, here we have the speakers. These are the people that were there. There's Joseph Lubin, there's Corey Johnson, there's Dan Held, and there is William Hinman. Okay, now let's look at the agenda. As we go down, there's William Hinman. Now remember, this is all the same day, I believe. So they do a break at 11. William Hinman's at 9:35. And then so he announces that Ethereum is a non-security, in his opinion. And the host is Andy Serwer that I just showed you on stage with him. But then it gets really interesting when Joseph Lubin at 2:10 does the software behind the blockchain, hosted by Josh Constine. Okay, so last night I was sipping a glass of wine and something popped in my head. I was thinking, well, we've talked a lot about that Yahoo Summit's the speech, but who interviewed him? So I went and looked it up, and it turns out it's this guy, Andy Serwer. He's the editor-in-chief of Yahoo Finance. So I asked him, I said, hi, Andy, you conducted the William Hinman interview in June 2018 at Yahoo Finance All Market Summit. As you probably know, this speech where he declared Ethereum a non-security is now the subject of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Can you provide any insight to this point? I don't think he has answered me. And everybody there seems to think he won't. Now, then this morning, I decided I would send this one out. So I did some screenshots so that this guy that interviewed Joseph Lubin could see what I was talking about. And I said, hi, Josh Constantine. I copied Andy in on it too. I'm looking for this Joseph Lubin interview. It's because here's the thing. I was able to find all the interviews are readily available. All of the interviews at that Yahoo Summit are everywhere. Okay, Corey Johnson, you can type up all these things. They're everywhere. William Hinman's speech, it's on YouTube, all that. But I literally could not find the interview with Joseph Lubin, because I was thinking, well, this has to be an interesting one because it's right after Hinman declares ETH a non-security. And boy, was it interesting, but I couldn't find it. But luckily, Josh Constine replied to the tweet, and he said, here's my talk with Ethereum co-creator Joseph Lubin the day it was declared a non-security. Talk starts at 5:02. And so he gave us the actual clip. And here's the clip, okay? I just listened to the whole thing this morning. And I also, this I find interesting too. What are the chances of this? You've got this same exact background, this, and then this. Boy. Okay, so I went through this, and now you're going to go through this because I'm going to play the clips. Now, here we're going to start with this one. Yahoo All Market Summit, June 14th, 2018. Here is Joseph Lubin being interviewed by that Josh Constine guy.
Okay, so I want to get your quick answers to a few things before we get to a final round of questions. What do you think is going to happen to Ripple with this new ruling?
I don't know the answer to that. I wasn't able to read through Bill's entire speech, and I wasn't here. I don't know if he spoke about XRPs at all.
He didn't specifically mention anything about it.
So that's interesting.
So yeah, I mean, the fact that he named two other things but didn't name that one is certainly something that should perk up ears.
Okay, that's the first clip. The second clip is one where I added on to the end of it, and I want to show you this, okay? This, I said, prepare to spit out your cinnamon coffee. Part one is Joseph Lubin in that speech, speaking right after Hinman declares Ethereum a non-security. He describes how they pre-planned Vitalik's 2014 Miami presentation. Part two, Vitalik's 2014 Miami presentation. Oh boy, here's the last clip, and then I'll break this into tomorrow.
Yes, so we did.
What was that like?
It started out on Skype channels and some meetups around the world, so really pretty decentralized, remarkably. And we all gathered at the end of January 2014 in a house for around 10 days, maybe a little more, in advance of the North American Bitcoin conference in Miami. And Vitalik was scheduled to deliver this paper describing the Ethereum platform. And we sort of constructed what the project would be in that time together.
Okay, so I'll talk a bit about the funding model. So we will have a fundraiser for 2 months starting February 1st. It will be available at funds.ethereum.org. So the idea is that part of the initial issuance will be 1,000 Ether for 1 Bitcoin, or up to 2,000 Ether for 1 Bitcoin if you get in early to compensate for the increased risk. So the issuance model is that we will fundraise, suppose that we hand out X Ether through the fundraiser, then there will be about 0.5x will be pre-mined, and then 0.4x after that will be mined per year forever. So it's this hybrid of the Mastercoin and Ripple model and the pure Bitcoin mining model, and even to a slight extent the inflationary model.
Okay, so I'm going to release part 2 first thing tomorrow morning. I'll release it at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So be looking for it. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Tell your friends and family to check out these very interesting videos from June 2018. Thanks for listening.